MAIStudies Round Table. هاد السلسلة كنناقشوا فيها مجموعة من المواضيع المختلفة. معنا يوني، مرحبا بك يوني.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Morocco.
Thanks so much, love it here.
Thank you. ومعنا جوج ديال الطلبة، أينو ومصطفى.
Thank you.
Well, let's introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Yanni, but in Morocco it's Yassine. I was an English teacher in New York, and I have been in Morocco since September. I've been learning a lot, and I've enjoyed all the time that I've spent here. So yeah. Hey.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a youth student, 19 years old. I'm glad to be here to join you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I am Mustafa, I'm also a student, and I'm glad to be here.
Thank you.
Nice. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Ramadan. I think that's it's a relevant thing to talk about.
This is the suitable time to talk about Ramadan.
Yeah, it's super important. And so I had a couple of questions that I thought were, I guess, an interesting thing to talk about. So the first question I have is, how do you guys feel about non-Muslims fasting or breaking fast iftar with Muslims in a Muslim household? How do you feel? From personal reflection, maybe?
Yeah, personally I don't mind.
Okay.
I think, so your question is non-Muslims breaking fast, right?
Maybe having a Ramadan, fasting Ramadan, and also breaking with Muslims Ramadan.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Muslims, non-Muslims fasting.
Yeah, depending on their religion. There are some religions where you do fast, but
I actually think that's a cool thing to do.
Okay.
It's a good gesture. It shows shows that the people want to support Muslims who are fasting. Shows that basically just a good gesture.
Respect.
Yeah, to show respect. Respect.
And also because, for example, for you are here in Ramadan. You are here in the period of Ramadan. So to respect those people, even if you want to eat or you want to drink, you don't have to do it in front of all. In public. So it's a point of respect.
Yeah, respect the culture.
Yeah.
The host country.
It's really interesting. So now I do partial fasting. I try my best. Today's actually my first full day. So I'm a little late. I'm a little late to the show, but I have been breaking fast with my host family. They've been very helpful, and they've given me all the food that I can ask for. Usually harira and Shabakia. Okay. So it's definitely an incredible experience. But I mean, iftar is one of those things where I think it's over food. So anytime you have a meal with other people, especially when you consider it in the Ramadan context, I think that it's just an amazing thing to do.
So how did you find that? Or what are your ideas about that? Having those?
What are your thoughts, adapting to the new culture, coming from a country that is not lost to a lot, when you came? I think maybe you went to a coffee and What are your thoughts?
So I'm with an organization. So I'm volunteering here, and there have been previous volunteers who've told me about kind of the things that happen during Ramadan. So maybe the Hanout isn't open, the stores aren't open during the regular times. Maybe people are out later, right after iftar. People are out later, maybe till 11, 12 at night, just having a good time, enjoying the company. I was a little shocked that I wasn't able to go to my usual cafe, but I mean I got used to it. And another interesting part of iftar is kind of like how it's set up. Like, so you're breaking fast around 7:30.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
this
it
true?
depends on the sun.
Okay.
The sunset.
So around 7 to 8.
Sunset. Yeah.
7 to 8, from like 7.
Usually. Yeah.
Usually.
At the time being, it's like 7:20.
Okay. And then, but like I know that folks are preparing food from 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this true from like all households? It's like at 4 o'clock, or like maybe 2 hours before iftar, like you're just getting everything together?
Yeah, usually that's the point across Morocco. All the households usually prepare food before the sunset.
Okay.
So they will have it ready as soon as the Adhan, which is like where the prayer.
The name is Idan.
Yeah,
Adhan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call of prayers.
Yeah,
Okay.
for prayers. So that's when they break fast and they join together and share a meal.
Okay. How long is that? The prayer, the Idan? Like how? I know that's the Qadi prayer, but like how long is the prayer before iftar?
Before.
Or is there one? There's one after. There's one after. Okay. Smart. Sorry.
Yeah, there are 4 after.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, including the
Yeah.
Okay.
ones is 4.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. What are some like staple foods? Like what are foods that are always present at iftar? Shubakia.
Harira.
Harira. Is that's like always?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always should be.
Yeah.
Always shubakia.
It's a lot.
Tamar.
It's a big one.
Okay. So another question that I had was, I know there are exceptions to fasting. I know that some people are allowed to maybe make up days, or like what's the concept behind this? Like the exceptions and then making up days. I heard you can make up days. So if you
Yeah.
skip or you break fast unintentionally.
What do you mean, like if you break fast intentionally, or is also like the exceptions?
Okay, so the exceptions first. So yeah.
Yeah, there are people like who are traveling.
Okay.
Yeah, who are giving birth,
Okay.
pregnant,
Or
nurse.
sick.
So,
For
okay.
example, I have my mother who did an open heart operation.
Yeah.
Her heart. So the doctor
Yeah.
don't let her do in Ramadan.
Oh,
Some
okay.
people, fasting is not an option for them.
Okay.
It's not an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
have
they-
to do it.
Yeah.
Breastfeeding women.
Rest-
Because they
yeah.
have medicine
Yeah.
for those sick people. They have medicine who has to take them specific time.
Yeah.
So they don't have to.
It's necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
it's
women who
necessary.
are having your period.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
that as well.
Yeah.
So what is the equivalent of Ramadan in your culture in the USA?
Yeah. So there's tons, millions of people that practice Ramadan in the United States. So I have been around Muslims who have been fasting during
In the
Ramadan.
States?
Huh?
In the
In the States, yeah, in New York. So I was born and raised in New York, so there's a bit more just cultural, religious diversity, at least in the community that I grew up in. And I had experienced that from the beginning, so I had an understanding of Ramadan, but being here live, experiencing it with family,
fasting.
and fasting is like something that I hadn't done before. So now it definitely feels like a more authentic and more unique experience. But in Ramadan, so like if we're talking about holidays, I would say Thanksgiving, right? Because like the purpose of Ramadan, like what is Ramadan? If you had to define Ramadan.
Yeah, it's like from like a religious point of view, or
Okay.
And we have a strong relationship with Allah.
Okay.
Ramadan actually is it's much more than just abstaining from food and drink.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It has much inner and outer wisdom underlying it.
Yeah.
Like it is a way for a person to feel more solidarity
Mm-hmm.
with the millions of poor
yeah,
and hungry people around the world.
Yeah.
just like to feel their hunger. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, to feel their hunger, so you can help them
Yeah.
to offer food for the people who are in need, etc.
I think that like it's very hard. There is not. So there is not an equivalent. Well, it's practice. Like if you're talking about like federal holidays, like national holidays. I would say Thanksgiving, but Ramadan is practiced in the United States. But if you're looking for a holiday, I would say Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. So like you mentioned that Thanksgiving like is the most like the equivalent of Ramadan, at least like from holidays.
Yeah.
Like so, what do you do like in Thanksgiving? Do you just like fast or?
Yeah, there isn't any fasting during Thanksgiving, but it's more about a time of coming together with family and friends, neighbors, and enjoying each other's company, giving thanks for what you have, and just there's also like a religious component. There is maybe a small prayer. I mean, each family practices Thanksgiving differently, right? So if you have I know, so I have friends with some Muslims in the States. Some celebrate Thanksgiving and some don't.
Yeah.
Right, and if they celebrate Thanksgiving, they obviously they might have a small prayer, maybe something to say, and some of them just don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Some Muslims that I know.
Yeah. It's like, what are like the foods that like are always like there in Thanksgiving? Like from the movies I watch, I think turkey.
Yeah, turkey
is a big one.
Turkey, ham. Ham is a big deal. Macaroni and cheese. Yeah. Macaroni and cheese, like potatoes, salad, like cornbread, all kinds of bread, dairy products, anything. It's like it's a huge feast. You just eat for a long time. And also another thing about Thanksgiving is there is like football. Not like Kura, but like football, like American football.
Oh, yeah.
There's usually a game that happens.
It's usually
there is a game. There is a game every Thanksgiving. Maybe 2 games or maybe just one game, and it's usually around like 5 or 6, like in the night. And it's like you eat and you watch the game.
Just like a national.
It's a national thing. I don't like I don't care for football, but some people are like, let's watch football, and like some families they make a big deal out of it. Thanksgiving, good question. Thanksgiving.
As you know, Ramadan here is for 1 month.
Oh yeah.
And then we can have it for 30 days.
Yeah,
it depends.
Usually 1 month.
Yeah, 1 month, but maybe 30, maybe 29.
Okay, so
it depends on the moon.
So the start date is also.
Yeah. So what about Thanksgiving?
Yeah, so Thanksgiving, it is always on the 4th Thursday. 4th Thursday of November. The 4th
the last
Thursday. The last Thursday. So are all iftars the same for you? Like every iftar, is it the same? Like does it feel the same, or like is there? Because so that might have been the most appropriate way to say that, but like Thanksgiving. It only happens once a year.
Yeah.
So sometimes if do you remember that Thanksgiving where someone did this and then you're like, oh yeah, he's so silly or she's so silly. Do you have any moments are there iftars where you're like, I will never forget this iftar, or a moment that you're like, this iftar is so hilarious. There's something happened, there's something funny happened, or.
Yeah, there isn't much about iftar, at least for me personally, but during Ramadan when I was a kid, it was just about getting the feel of fasting. So if I remember, I was 13 or 12, 14, I don't know exactly, but I was child, or a kid. So I remember it was just getting the feel of fasting. But I was so hungry.
Yeah.
And thirsty as well. It was not in May now.
Yeah.
It was
June?
Summer.
Okay.
It was in summer, so it was super hot.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I did a sneak to a. I made sure no one sees me and drink some water.
But your lips are
yeah. So I continued fasting. And everyone at the end goes, you fast? Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that happened the first day. I was like, some of the people were like, okay, like if you drink water, it's okay. Like you know, like we understand.
It's okay, but you have to continue your.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing, and that's the most terrible thing because you know that you have to repeat it.
Yeah. Yes.
But you have to.
And they're still like, what's the point?
Yeah. No, they were like, you know, like we understand, like you know, you're from the States, you're not Muslim, but like we were, you know, we're okay with you fasting, but like if you have to drink water, yeah, feel free. So I was like, you know what? No, let me try. I don't need to drink water. I can. It was hard. It was really hard. And I mean, I stopped. Like maybe so it was like 9. Yeah, it was maybe like 11. I was like, okay, I can't. I have to drink some water. And it's really, but like I feel like it's something that it takes strength, right? It takes strength to fast.
It takes discipline.
Yeah. That's definitely something.
The funny thing is also about Ramadan is when you are sitting next to someone who is
eating.
No, who is fasting, you can hear the voice of anger.
Your stomach complaining. It does.
Before yesterday, I was sitting with Mrs. Rosalia, as I told you.
Yeah.
I was sitting with her in a cafe, and then she was eating ice cream.
What?
I was like, they have to talk, and they have to see all the ice cream, milkshake, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
All that those kind of food that are really
delicious.
Yeah, it's tempting. It's
I
like,
have to continue, of course.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I just maybe what's today? The 12th? So like maybe a couple of days into Ramadan.
Yes. I think.
Yeah. So
3-4 days.
4 days.
4.
Yeah. 4 days.
Yeah. Is this like a hard week?
Yeah.
For you guys for fasting, the first week is the hardest.
No, the first day.
The first day.
The hardest. Yeah.
People are mean.
Usually the first day was
Like people are like they don't want to talk. They're like
low energy.
Yeah, low energy. But like gradually
you get used to it.
Yeah.
Especially like the last day, they're usually so much fun. Yeah, last.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and after Ramadan, like
still
during
20 days.
And also like after Ramadan, like you get used to fasting.
Yeah.
So it's 13 days. So what happened to me sometimes, like after Ramadan, I'm allowed to eat, but as soon as I go to eat, well, I'm fasting.
Yeah. No, it's definitely tough. A lot of the people that I know here, the Americans, they're fasting alongside their Muslim families, and it's like I think they're all doing it because I think it's just a part of the culture. It's respect for religion and in solidarity. So still a lot for me to learn about Ramadan, but I'm excited, and I'm excited for Eid too.
Yeah.
Good luck to continue.
Shukran.
20 days left.
Shukran.
Yeah. Well, this is the end of our session. Thank you everybody for being here. And if you have any question or remarks, just let it below. Thank you.
Thank you.